Welcome, guys, to my, not first, but hopefully not last playthrough of The Witcher 2. Here we go. There are no load saves. I did do a playthrough on my stream about a year ago, but the file got fucked up, and I'd like to play through the game on black, or not black, dark. Jesus. On dark difficulty. There will be a Witcher 1 import. I did not play The Witcher 1. I've had weird problems trying to get The Witcher 1 to run on my system. I don't know what's wrong, but for some reason when I load up the game, there's no cursor, and you really can't play the game without it, so I don't know. So, but the link to the mod, or the save state that I'm using of The Witcher 1 will be linked down below, as well as the Witcher 2 combat rebalance, which the reason I'm using this is because the modder who made that, and who made the combat rebalance for the first game, is actually a part of CD Projekt now, or CD Projekt, however you want to pronounce it. He's now a part of the company that's making The Witcher 3, so I was like, well, might as well get used to the combat system that he made in the mod. So, yeah, import The Witcher 1. It's a completely neutral thing, except the only really thing that it wasn't neutral, but the ending he chose was neutral. There were 3 big endings to The Witcher 1, one of which being neutral, and that's the one that he did for this save state, and he also romanced Triss, which is basically the romance, the main romance, or the first romance option you get in the game, and the one I will be doing for this playthrough. So, Order of the Flaming Rose. Okay, no. And we will be doing not insane, no, but dark. Okay, for those of you who don't know, that was the beginning of the first game, and that was just a little, I don't know, dream sequence, sort of.
Come on, Sixes, Daddy needs you. Oh, shit. Ha! 20 orange to Grandad. Looky there, he's awake. You daft! Don't go in there!
Shut it, he's in chains, can't do a thing.
Am I right, Master Geralt?
Oh, aren't you cool, bro? Beating up a man while he's in chains. Wow.
Roll again! Why?
Continue
The
adventure.
dice didn't roll! Calling me a cheat? Take it back.
There we go.
Look, he's awake again.
Yeah, that's good. Okay,
Monster
maybe.
slayer, my ass. A regular horson. I heard witches all start out as roadside orphans. Mages who experiment on them.
Yeah, that should be good.
Folks say
Hopefully.
they plough witches come the equinox. That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough!
Okay,
him down and put
that
him
should
in the
be good.
interrogation room.
Hopefully.
I thought you died.
I'm not so easy to kill.
Ooh. We got a badass over here.
I don't believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roach.
Basically, you get 2 dialogue options. Very funny, and I'd shake your hand if I could. So let's do. I like that one a lot, though.
Fuck you.
Ha!
No.
I'm a child, I know.
when I was going
Nasty.
through so much.
Same side of the barricade then. Opposite sides of the table now.
So,
You can change that.
you do have to play through all of the prologue
Yes.
stuff. In the vanilla game, before the expansions and before some of the
I'm
patches, you could actually just go through and just do the ending. You know, you didn't have to go through every single one of them, but they changed it to where you had to. But you still, like, can choose the order, so you can go in, like, reverse order, but we're not going to do that, because that ruins the narrative.
You will tell
They
me
should have just,
everything you
like,
remember.
from there,
The entire
and then been able to
and
do,
all
yeah.
that happened in the solo.
Yeah.
If I refuse,
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the special forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a witcher. You'd endure much.
you better believe it.
You better
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that. For nothing.
Yep.
No, for Temeria.
Nah, pretty much for nothing.
Where should I start?
It was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
The morning the king summoned me.
Just so we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle, but Foltest is not someone you refuse.
One thing they did fix with the enhanced edition was the horrible texture pop-in. In the vanilla game, there was like really bad pop-in with the generally his like scar textures would pop in horribly. It was bad. It was really bad. It was actually really funny, but I'm glad they fixed that. But yeah, there was some jittering, but I blame that on AMD.
Witcher, are you up?
What an
His
asshole.
Majesty, King of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges,
Yeah, we got it.
summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the
We
king...
heard you.
We heard you.
I love his voice actor.
pleasant
If I could have that
day to you, lady.
voice, dear
Which,
God, I would do whatever it takes to get that amazing voice. That gruffly voice. We heard you. I'm Batman. Geralt is secretly Batman, if you guys didn't know.
Such a beautiful morning.
A war can never be stupid when waged by your king.
People are dying because of a lover's spat.
They've cleared the forests, they're pillaging nearby villages, and they'll soon be murdering each other en masse. Why? Because Foltest's having a spat with the mother of his bastard twins. This is a really stupid war, Triss.
Yeah,
Bastards
I
or
agree.
not, the children are still royal blood. The Lavalettes are an old Temerian dynasty, and the mix is sufficient basis to vie for the crown. History has known stranger contenders.
Which doesn't change the fact that
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined, but they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the Wild Hunt again?
Okay. Did you learn anything about the assassin?
The unlucky assassin.
The
How did the
ass-in.
autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the months since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupils suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the colts they ride.
A scout reported seeing a dragon.
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a Scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
A dragon? In the midst of civilization? Please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Nothing's changed. And you're right. It's probably not a dragon. Although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
Okay. And then we end this conversation with that dream, which is the dream about the Wild Hunt, which is the basis of the third game.
I get the feeling that dream's important. Running frantically through the forest. The Wild Hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto. Something that'll help me recover my memory.
Another plot point of the...
Powerful.
I'll let them
Some
finish.
people claim they can even shape reality.
People claim a lot of things. The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
Okay. A plot point of the first game, if you guys don't know anything about the
Time
first
to let the
game,
lustful king and
is
his
at the
stupid
beginning,
war.
you're just
I'll join you
discovered
later.
by a building where the Witchers live. And... Oh, ooh. And you have no memory of anything. From the first game, through the second game, and even to the third game, you have no memory of anything before. But you start slowly
Morning,
gaining
Richard.
bits and pieces
Those
back.
blades of yours should be useful today.
Good job. Okay. Know the battle plan for today?
Does Foltest plan to continue the siege?
No, we're to mount an assault.
Finally.
Truth be told, I'd rather sit here than risk my neck on those walls.
Well, yeah. Learn anything about the assassin?
Foltest's would-be assassin. You said you'd ask around.
I put the word out. I did.
And
It's a riddle wrapped inside a secret.
I
Huh.
thought you knew people who could help.
I can give you any cutthroat in Temeria. Problem is, your assassin came from elsewhere.
You sure?
Sure as you stand
Elsewhere,
before me.
like, you know, Elder Scrolls Elsewhere. Job
I
done.
did what you asked.
You killed the cockatrice. Wonderful. Tough job.
Routine Witcher's work.
I'll have your coin as soon as we finish off the Lavalettes. I'll be generous, I promise.
I'd like it beforehand. Promises made before battle are often hard to keep.
That's from the first game also. Okay, take care. So there we go. There's some, I don't know, what you call it, money that you get from stuff you did in the first game. Okay. You want to talk to these guys.
We know each other.
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Grinfrid Reavers.
I lost my memory.
As did Boholt. After the hunt for the Golden Dragon, he took a spill and hit his head on a rock. He can still be a beast in battle, but besides that, he don't do much save eat and shit. Rarely even lusts after women.
I doubt that's amnesia.
I'm Kenneth, and this one here they call Desperate, and this is New Boy. He's apprenticing with us, like. I haven't had much luck with the monsters of late, so we enlisted. Now New Boy's gotten himself into this wager situation. Would you help us for old time's sake? I mean, we all got a little riled. But those are bygones, as I see it.
We'd have set you free. The sorceress, too. Boholt was just fooling about the raping and all.
What's the story with the wager?
What kind of trouble are you in now?
It's a matter of life, death, and quite a bit of coin in point of fact. New boy bet tonight that he'll survive the assault in his shirt and knickers alone. We drunk a bit by then, I admit, but a wager's a wager. Our honor's at stake.
A soldier's honor versus a knight's. I think I get it.
The very core of the matter, Witcher. We're slated to go in the first wave, so the going's liable to be hard. New boy's brave, but he can't survive by courage alone. In any case, we've come into this bauble that's supposed to protect him, magically like. You mind casting an expert's glance at it, seeing as sorcery and such is not strange to you?
Let me see this bauble.
Your wolf medallion, I saw it shake.
It reacts to magic.
So it's true, what the priest said. Hear that, new boy? You'll be safe. We'll fleece that night, we will.
Where did you get this?
Where did you get this talisman?
We came by it, let's say. We were on patrol, see, and ran into a couple of novice priestesses praying at this shrine. They were nice, smiling and all.
We done wanted to take them two on patrol. Ho, 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 but
Shut it! Boalt had one of his rare moments of clairvoyance, went rummaging in the shrine and found the amulet.
who knows what goes on in that head of his. But every now and then he wakes up as good old Boholt.
Aye, he still cuts them down with a single wallop. In any case, we took the amulet and went off to find the rest of the patrol. Oh, the wonders we saw. First, ran into some squirrels, vicious ones, arrows flying everywhere, but we came through untouched. Barely 3 of the others still standing when a dragon swooped down, the elves fell to their knees, we all legged it. The amulet's magic for certain.
Though it failed to protect the shrine from your patrolling.
Aye, true. Well, now we don't know what to think.
Basically, you want to take the amulet. It does have like a curse on it, and it does affect you. I think it's like negative 10% armor. It shouldn't affect Geralt as much, but you do get money for it, and it is kind of important. Seems to me the amulet brings trouble.
Who knows? Maybe the amulet is unlucky. Maybe it draws trouble. I doubt you left the shrine untouched. Then the Scoia'tael, the dragon.
I told you as much. We need to get the boy some plate.
Wait a minute. You owe the Witcher some thanks.
See,
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Fancy the amulet, Witcher. It might draw trouble, be cursed in some way, but you might lift the curse. Sell it off.
all right.
I'll take it.
It's all yours.
Witcher, you available for normal business still? Willing to hunt monsters?
Yeah, I'm willing. Why do you ask?
Well, 'cause we were out with those scouts that saw the dragon. No one believes us, but
The sound in the assembly, that's us. But we'll find you after the battle, Witcher.
Wait.
Farewell.
Well, there you go. I think you get, yeah, you get that and you get XP for it, and 50 XP. I mean, that's nothing really to sneeze at.
the aroma. Your presence is single Witcher's worth a turn away from us in battle.
Foltest
Where'd
to
they get the meat
victory!
Bloody hell. Good lad. What is it?
You also want to loot as much as possible.
That quack doesn't harm him. Won't heal him, that's for sure.
Oh, shit.
Immune to disease.
Oh, shit. Where's the run?
Slipping on that shite. Way up north, there's a tribe of wild men who go into battles.
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of
Walking.
them.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
You have said. Foltest said if you don't hurry, he'll rip your balls off.
Alright.
Make a witch's medallion out of him.
With Foltest to victory!
There we go.
You going into battle?
Oh, yes, I am.
A beautiful day for battle. Fear not, Excellency. We're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit, I prefer to joust
Or with a pen.
Finally. Traitors of the realm boil tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon. An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute. Yet it has one flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Ha.
Sire.
That's funny.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such wounds?
And what say you, Your Grace, of Soldier Smith?
Those who did this live no more.
What I really want to know is how the fuck did that
Master
happen?
Geralt, I wish to converse with you once the storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to leave the royal court as soon as possible.
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenneran during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman Sador. Still an arbalist?
Yes, sir. Fight has not been kind to me.
Ha! Norman Sador. For your years of faithful service to the crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
That's just a reason, or just a little part where it shows why Foltest is a good king. And I think Foltest is a good king. Okay, so you want a quick save here. If you are playing through this and watching me as some kind of a walkthrough, so that way you can get through The Witcher 2 easier, you want to save there just before you walk up.
Majesty, but I must ask, what fate awaits the royal
Because
bastards where
there's a bonus
They're
you want to
my
get.
children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will
I don't know how the bonus is related to what you did, but there is a bonus, a very powerful bonus that you want to get early on in the game, and it really does help, especially on the higher difficulties. If you're playing dark, or even hard,
Above all,
or
I'll not allow
or
the
normal the
treacherous
first time through,
barons to
you
use my
really
children
want to
as
get
their
this.
banner.
Your Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Thanks to Geralt of Rivia, my daughter Ada is alive, and is now the
That
wife
is
of
also
Radovid
a part of The Witcher 1.
I see.
I fear you do not, Excellency. The Midget King merely awaits my demise.
I am certain King Radovid of Redania wishes Your Majesty a long and healthy life.
That wasn't even amusing, Excellency. The old families will never accept a Redanian on my throne. Ada will have to content herself with Redania.
I understand. The issue of succession remains unresolved. Your Grace, I request your permission to
You have it. Black One's in my camp for a battle. What has the world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I?
Either way, he'll like what you have to say. I like to do the more sarcastic route, which is not quite, sir.
Not really. I actually saw His Excellency sweat.
You brought your sense of humor along. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
Again, either way, it doesn't matter. Something early on happens to Foltest. I won't spoil that now, just in case any of you guys want to know. It happens early on in the game, but I'm not going to spoil it. But I will be truthful to him and tell him that that the assassin was a Witcher.
Twisted an autopsy. It's possible he was a Witcher.
Witcher? What have I ever done to the ploughing Witchers? Anything more?
We had the medallion, but that doesn't mean anything.
Many in your shoes would have withheld that information. After the battle, Triss will report to me. For now, let us tend to the traitors.
Okay.
Where are you aiming, imbeciles? Soldier! Spyglass! What is going on up there? The gods! Count Etcheverry! Catch, Witcher. Aim for the rogue with the red plume. Not 6 months ago, he swore eternal friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
So basically, you want to say 1.5 degrees. And I'm pretty sure what you have to do is something about like that.
3 degrees.
Fuck. Well, I fucked it up. But this is why I quick saved just before that. Oh, okay, so you want the middle crosshair. Here, get out of this. So I did look this up. You want the middle line, the one with the 2, and the middle, basically. The one with the 2 on the right side and the middle line in the middle to be on the second guy. Not on that guy, but on the second guy. So you want it right there.
1.5 degrees.
There you go. That's the key line right there, 1.5 degrees. If he says 1.5 degrees, you got it, and you get the bonus. Which the only way of getting it is to do that. So you really want to be able to do that, especially on high difficulties.
He's down.
Ha! One less traitor. Time to attack. Follow me, Witcher!
And you do get an achievement if you're on PC. I don't know how it is on the consoles.
You know, Witcher, I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king.
Very noble of you.
Are you mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will
That's a good
realize
save.
her mistakes. Besides, children should have a mother.
I'm lost.
It's quite simple. Louisa and I had a bit of a tiff. She made demands I could not fulfill. Understand?
I think so.
Count Etcheverry and others immediately intervened, all noble, all sympathetic. They claimed the evil king would take her children, but they would protect them, even place them on the throne. And the Baroness was duped, her motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the throne.
That's a swiving soldier's life. Taking orders, smash your foe. Going and country, there your wife. And a long road at your toe.
Get wrecked, bitches.
Look alive, men! Hail the king! Where the hell are we headed? What the fuck do we want?
Victory!
This I like! Eyes on the bridge! We're nearly there! Weapons at the ready!
And there you go, that's the first section.
That tower was ridiculous.
It was designed to break the rebels' morale.
A bunch of lords and lordlings took a ride to then pompously stride on top of the walls, while the real army fought and died below them in the shit and piss-filled streets.
If years of service have taught me anything, it's that the Highborn don the best costumes and get the best vantage points, whether at a ball or in battle. But it's not the time for that kind of jousting, Witcher. Continue your story.